Hello, I'm Laura. It's August 20th, 2025, and this is the Wednesday Heartwarmer of today's Heartlines. The theme this week is back to school, and we're looking at the school of life today and looking at things that are important to learn from the school of life. Today, it is integrity, and later in the week, it will be peace as we look at the peace talks that have been taking place over the past week. But for now, it's integrity. And what is integrity? Well, it's a sense of alignment with our values in life, with what we value spiritually and mentally and emotionally, and caring for ourselves physically. When we are totally in alignment, then we can speak and act from there. But it starts with what's in our heart. What is in your heart? What is the truth you know based on the facts you have learned? And where do you stand with integrity and for the, not just in your own life, but for the peace and justice for all that everyone can experience? Well, we have two great examples of it this week, and it begins with a judge, a district court judge in Maryland, who stopped the Department of Education in the United States from removing funds from schools that refused to get rid of their DEI or diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. This judge was appointed by the Trump administration, but had a sense of integrity. It didn't have to do with the morality or the ideology of what was being passed. It had to do with her sense of integrity, and was the thing that the administration was doing in alignment with their own integrity and constitutional rule of law. And she decided that it was not. So she stopped two attempts to cut the funding of schools. And her name was Judge Stephanie Gallagher, and she ruled upon it based on the Administrative Procedure Act, because she felt that correct procedures hadn't been followed and that the constitutional rights of the plaintiffs had been intruded upon. And it was the American Federation of Teachers who organized the plaintiffs to do this. So we have a judge acting in integrity. We have teachers acting in integrity on behalf of the people they teach. Another story comes from a gentleman in Michigan by the name of Richard Guilford, who some time ago lost his wallet while he was building cars in a Ford factory in Wayne, Michigan. Well, this year, Chad Volk, who was working on an old car in Lake Crystal, Minnesota, found a wallet in it. 11 years and 151,000 miles later, that wallet still had the ID and the cash money and several things in it that were important to Mr. Guilford. So Chad Volk, without taking a single dollar out of the wallet, returned it to Michigan where it belonged. What a trip that wallet had had, and it was integrity that brought it back and that made things whole again. And it is our integrity that makes us whole. When our integrity is aligned with what we know to be the truth of spirit, the facts of the world, and the values of our heart, then we experience that inner peace, and we have the courage to act with integrity in our world in a way that blesses others. And we're going to awaken that courage right now in a time of prayer. As we take a deep breath and close our eyes, and focus on this positive thought. With a peaceful mind and a courageous heart, I learn the facts, know the truth, and act with integrity. With a peaceful mind and a courageous heart, I learn the facts, know the truth, and act with integrity. And so it is. So what is before you today? What words and actions do you have for the remainder of your day to speak or to move into? You can ask yourself with each time you speak or each time you do something, is this in alignment with the truth I know, the facts I have learned, and the values of my heart? This is what puts you into integrity and makes you part of a world that brings peace and justice and helps to encourage others in being who they are because they are experiencing that same integrity within themselves. Thank you for joining me today and for bringing peace and justice to all. Have a wonderful day.